5 bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand by ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a moment, we'll join Trudy and Jimmy Collins and their friend Jack on their excursion up Red Horse Ravine, an excursion that started out to be just a simple search for ferns, but which has turned into a far different kind of adventure. While looking for botany specimens, the children have stumbled onto an old deserted mine high up on the side of the ravine. And although the supporting beams of the entrance appear rotted, they decided it would be exciting to explore the old horizontal shaft, a decision they have deep cause to regret, as we shall learn right after we hear this important message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to Red Horse Ravine, where Jimmy and Trudy Collins, with their friend Jack, suddenly find their botany expedition turned into a far different sort of adventure. While searching for ferns, they discover an old deserted mine, its entrance hidden by a dense overgrowth of bushes. After debating the possible danger, their curiosity gets the better of them, and they cautiously advance into the dark, musty tunnel, which is where we find them right now.
Gee, it's sort of spooky and dark in here, isn't it?
Oh, now, don't be scared, Trudy. Just keep close to me.
I'll tell you what. I'll run out and see if I can find a dead stick or something we can use as a torch, huh?
Good idea, Jack.
Okay, you stay right here. I'll be back in just a second.
Gosh, it is dark, isn't it?
Yeah. The bushes have grown so thick around the entrance they've shut out the day. What was that?
I don't know. Maybe Jack...
There it is again. Oh, gee, Jimmy.
Well, let's move up toward the entrance. Maybe we should go up and see what...
Jimmy, look.
Good gosh, the beam's supporting the
They're
entrance.
coming down. Oh, Jimmy, come on, quick.
We can't. The whole entrance is caving in. Trudy, hang on to me.
Let's get out, Jimmy, please.
It's too late. The whole thing is caved in. Rocks and beams are completely blocking the entrance.
Jimmy, what do we do? We're trapped.
Easy, sis, easy. It's all right. Now, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Jimmy and Trudy trapped in the old deserted mine when the entrance collapses. Outside, Jack, hearing the great roar of the falling rock, is frozen in his tracks.
Trudy and Jimmy, they're trapped. I gotta do something. I gotta get... Yeah, that's it. Chief Cody. Chief Cody will know what to do. Yeah, the chief will know how to get them out. Gotta get back to town fast.
Fighting his way down through the dense undergrowth of Red Horse Ravine, as the late afternoon sun begins to drop below the hills, Jack runs breathlessly to the nearest phone and calls Chief Cody. At fire headquarters, the phone rings.
Chief Cody speaking. Yeah? Oh, hello, Jack. You're where? Speak slower, son. I can't understand which... Jimmy and Trudy Collins. Where? Good heavens, Red Horse Ravine. Right. Thanks, Jack. And don't worry, we'll roll right away. Harkins. Yes, sir. Put in a call for rescue. Red Horse Ravine, out west of town. 2 kids are trapped in a deserted mine.
Right away, sir.
And Harkins.
Yes?
It'll be dark very shortly. That's pretty wild country out there. Tell searchlight truck number 1 to roll, too.
Yes, sir.
Darn kids. Red Horse Ravine, of all places to get to. This is going to be a tough rescue job, I'm afraid.
Minutes later, at the outskirts of town, Rescue Company Number 1, led by Chief Cody in his car, pulls up where the road ends and Red Horse Ravine begins. Dusk has already begun to settle in the hills as the chief piles out of his car to survey the situation.
Mushnowski, Collins, come here.
Yeah, Chief. Right here, sir.
Where's Jack? He said he'd be here to show us just where the mine entrance
There he
is.
is.
Oh, good.
Boy, it didn't take you long.
Hello, Jack. What happened?
Well, Jimmy and Trudy were in the mine shaft.
I just gone outside when I heard this terrific rumble.
Uh-huh.
I looked around. The whole entrance had caved in, so I thought...
Probably disturbed some rock getting into the shaft.
Yeah.
Then the rotted beams gave way. Can you lead it to us, son?
Oh, sure, Chief. It's right up the hill here, near the top.
Well, let's go then. Oh, Mosnowski, have the men bring shovels, pinch bars, and axes to cut through this stuff.
Right, Chief.
Good grief. Poor Jimmy and Trudy, they go looking for ferns and end up trapped in a mine.
And what a place to get to. Can't get the trucks within half a mile of the mine entrance.
Yes, sir.
Men are all set, sir.
Good, good. Okay, let's move up the hill.
Yes, sir.
I only hope we're going to be in time to help those poor youngsters.
Meanwhile, inside the mine, Jimmy and Trudy sit huddled together, trying to stave off a growing sense of fear.
Oh, Jimmy, what's going to happen to us?
Oh, now, don't be afraid, sis. I know Jack's gone for help.
How can you be sure?
Well, he must have heard the entrance cave in. And if I know Jack, he went straight to Chief Cody.
But why don't they come? It's been hours.
It just seems that way to you, Trudy. Actually, it can't be more than 1 hour.
I wish it wasn't so dark. I can't see a thing.
I know. If I could only find something to build a fire with, it would be a little cheerier.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Trudy, I tell you, I'm going to explore a little back in the shaft,
Oh,
maybe.
Jimmy, don't leave me alone.
Well, I'm just going back a few feet. Maybe I can find some old pieces of wood or something.
I'll come with you.
Well, okay. Look, we'll just feel our way along the floor.
Okay. Oh. Say, Jimmy,
Yeah.
don't bats live in old dark places like this?
Oh, now, Trudy, don't let your imagination run wild. We're perfectly safe in here until Chief Cody and the rescue company get us out.
Oh, but when will that be? We might starve or die of thirst before then.
Have you forgotten we've got lunch in our knapsack and water in the canteens? Now, look, just relax, sis. We can live like this for days.
But I don't want to. I want to get out.
Hey, here's some old boards. We can build a fire with these.
Oh, good. Maybe it won't be so bad with some light.
No. And here, I'll break some up.
All right.
There. Now I'll get the matches. It's a lucky thing the boards are so dry, the fire will catch easy.
Oh, Jimmy. Say, that's swell.
Yeah. Now, how's that? Feel better?
Much. I still wish I knew for sure that Jack had told Chief Cody.
Oh, I can guarantee it. And before you know it, we'll be able to...
What was that?
Hey, it comes from the direction of the entrance.
Jimmy, do you suppose...
Sure, it's them. Jack's got the rescue company, and they're digging us out.
Oh, Jimmy, I hope so.
Of course. Didn't I tell you? We'll be out of here and headed for home in no time at all.
This is going to be a rough job, Chief. There must be 100 ton of rock to pull out before we can open up that hole.
Yeah, it was a big cave-in. What I don't like is this fog and darkness.
Yeah.
Another few minutes, you'll close down so tight we won't be able to see our hand before our face.
Yes, sir. Say, how about the searchlight truck, Chief?
Now, don't think I haven't thought of that. Trouble is, these blasted trees and shrubs. The angle of the hill will cut off the beam of the big light.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The truck's too far below the mouth of the mine for us to bring the light to bear on.
Yeah. We can bring the small portable lights up, though. They'll help. But... Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, Chief?
Isn't there a road that runs along the other side of the ravine?
Yeah, I believe there is. Yeah, if we can get the searchlight truck up in the same level as the mouth of the mine, we can bring the big light into play.
Right. We've got to work fast. Fog is getting thicker than pea soup.
Yeah, well, come on, Mush. Let's go down and find that road.
Yeah. Oh, leave some of your men here with axes. We'll cut down the bushes around the entrance so the searchlight beam won't be obstructed.
Right. Jim, Ed, Carl, you stay here, work on the bushes. Tim and the rest of us will move the searchlight truck up the other side of the hill.
And hurry, boys. There's no telling what condition those poor kids are in. We're working against fog, darkness, and time.
Fog, darkness, and time. The three enemies of the rescue company as they frantically go to work clearing away the entrance to the old deserted mine where Trudy and Jimmy huddle around their little fire, and anxiously listen as their rescuers work to set them free. Will the chief's new searchlight truck meet its first big test? Will Tim and Mushnosky be able to bring it into position so that the big light can cut away the fog? To be in on this thrilling rescue job, be sure to be on hand for the next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell all of you, boys and girls, how you can actually help the firefighters right in your own hometown. But now, first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, here's Chief Bob Cody with a special message for all firefighters. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. The other day, a very sobering report came across my desk. It came from the American Red Cross, that fine agency that does so much in time of need for people all over the world. This Red Cross report says that fire is the leading cause of all disasters and catastrophes in this country. That fire is responsible for more relief calls than all other causes combined. Now, that's a pretty grave statistic, one which all of us should think about and then act upon. We, every one of us, can help reduce the number of disaster relief calls the Red Cross has on account of fire by doing our part in local fire prevention. Do your part, won't you? Well, that's all for now. Till I drop in next time. So long.
Chief Bob Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on this same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.